He's bred to lead. His name is Commissioner.
Elliot, I can't wait to see the Commissioner foals run this year. He was always one of the best foals we had. He was always one of the best yearlings we had. He was a maiden special weight winner at 2 at Saratoga. He went on to be a multiple graded stakes winner, and he's the last classic place son of AP&D.
Let me tell you, they looked the part at the sale. He's by AP&D. He's got a bottom side to boot. He's got every chance. I'm really excited about this crop.
Hey everyone, Nicole Russo coming to you for the DRF Breeding Report, and this week we're going to take a bit more of an in-depth look at the career of Pioneer of the Nile, the WinStar Farm stallion, a prominent classic sire. In stunning news, died suddenly last week at the relatively young age of 13. Now, Pioneer of the Nile by Empire Maker was a homebred for Zayat Stables and was a solid runner in his own right before going on to his stallion career. He scored Grade 1 wins in the Santa Anita Derby, seen here, and the Cash Call Futurity. Also won the Robert Louis and the San Felipe, and was second in the 2009 Kentucky Derby on a sloppy track. All his wins came in a mile or longer, which showed that he inherited the stamina from that unbridled line, and he's been a good source of it as he's passed it on to his offspring. His first crop included Social Inclusion, who was third in the 2014 Preakness Stakes. He also had Cairo Prince and Vince Ramos, both graded stakes winners on the Derby Trail that year. Emerging from his second crop later in 2014 was Eclipse Award champion juvenile American Pharoah. And of course, we all know what American Pharoah did in 2015. You're watching his win in the Belmont Stakes as Pioneer of the Nile gave us the sport's 12th Triple Crown winner and first in 37 years. American Pharoah also won the Arkansas Derby, Haskell Invitational, and Breeders' Cup Classic in that championship season to retire with 8 career Grade 1 wins. Now, Pioneer of the Nile didn't rest on his laurels, produced another Eclipse Award champion juvenile here as Classic Empire scored this win in the 2016 Breeders' Cup Juvenile. He went on to win the following year's Arkansas Derby, was a creditable 4th in the Kentucky Derby, and a close 2nd in the Preakness Stakes to keep building his sire's reputation as a solid juvenile sire and a classic sire who could have those horses train on. Pioneer of the Nile will have 3 more complete crops of racing age, including this year's 2-year-olds. He was about a month into this breeding season at the time of his death for a smaller final crop. The stallion bred an outstanding book in 2016, 120 mares according to the Jockey Club's report of mares bred, the year following American Pharoah's Triple Crown sweep. So with those solid mares, he was already expected to be a major player on this year's juvenile racing and sales scene. The supply and demand economics created by his death could drive that value even higher. Now, Pioneer of the Nile's yearling average last season, just over 352,000, and he was represented by a 1.2 million colt at the OBS March sale opening that market calendar before his death, indicating that the demand was already there. So a story we were going to be tracking all year anyway with this solid group of juveniles takes on a new dimension with the stallion's death this sales season. Our presenting sponsor of our 2-year-old sales coverage is actually WinStar Farm, which stood the late classic sire Pioneer of the Nile.